Hey guys, I want to show you how you can get in on a crypto token right when it launches. Now, full disclaimer, most of these are scams. So do your due diligence and get as much information as you can, as quickly as you can, before you buy into any of these if you want to not lose all your money. That being said, I highly recommend you only put in what you can afford to lose, as most of these are scams. But let's look at how to do it and how we can limit our chances of getting scammed. So here we are on Poocoin's website. Now we're on Poocoin's chart. Poocoin's not a new chart or not a new token, but I just decided to start here because the website we're on does have their own token. I like their token. I'm a holder of it. Check it out. If you go over here to the top, you click on Tools, and then go over here to Ape, New Token Scanner. Now this is going to show you new tokens as they are created, essentially. So you got a couple versions here of the LP liquidity provider, version 1 and version 2. I would just hang out on version 2. That's the most common one. But you can see as they come out, what's populated. Once it's done populating, you see these coins are literally just less than a couple minutes old, and they'll get populated with new things as we hang out here. So let's look at a few of these and see what's going on. So let's look at Vikingzilla. New token. Let's see what's going on with it. So on the chart, I don't see anything. Nothing yet. You can see a little bit of history, mostly buys, one sell. Then you can see the market cap, $203. So this is why these are attractive. This is a crazy low market cap, and if for any reason this token took off, you would make stupid money. So let's look at what we can do to prevent ourselves from getting scammed. First thing I like to look at is the holders. Now you can do that in a couple places. You can do it right here, or you can just do it straight from this site right here. So let's just open up all the holders, a bunch of these, and see if we can find some that don't look like a scam. Or at least a little bit less chances. There's lots of things you want to do. The more you do, the more likely you are to weed out the scams. But the more you do, the longer it takes, to get in. So you kind of got to weigh those options of at what point do you want to throw a few bucks on it. And you literally could just throw a few bucks on them, see what happens. If it starts taking off, throw more. If you get in early enough, those few bucks could be worth quite a bit more. So this first one we open up, let's see what we have going on here. So the largest address is a burn address. 85% of the tokens look like they were burned right off the bat. This is kind of deceptive, so you got to be careful about this because this is going to make the other addresses look like they hold a lot less. Like this 13% address really holds most of it. It says 13%, but 85% of the tokens are burned. So really, this address is the main holder. It holds, like 90-something% of the coins. This is a private wallet. This is totally a scam. There's no point in going forward. Although they have a liquidity provider, it's holding literally nothing of this token. Straight up scam. So we can knock that one out. Here's another one. The number one holder is just a wallet, most likely a scam. Here, number one holder is burn address. Second biggest holder is a wallet. The third one is liquidity provider. This one has some slight potential. We've got 50%, maybe 40% being held by probably the developer. Another 45% or so is being held by a liquidity provider. And we've actually got some other wallets that have potentially bought in on this one. Baby Stake. So let's look at Baby Stake. Where'd that one go? Oh man, it gets pushed down. There it is, Baby Stake. So let's look at Baby Stake and see what's going on with it. If this has any potential, looking at some of the other stuff on it. The chart, still not really populating. You've got mostly buys. You do have a sell. You want to see buys and sells. So let's look at something else. Let's look at the contract. So if we look at the contract, this developer has not verified the contract. That's why it looks like this. Not necessarily a bad thing. This coin is just so new. The developer launched it and just hasn't had a chance to verify it. So it says, are you the creator? You can verify it right here. So it's kind of early on this one to really get a good idea on whether this is a scam or not. Probably still is a scam because most of them are, but it's got potential to keep looking at it. So let's look at this one. This one looks quite interesting. 90% is in a contract. You've got another good bit here locked in a contract. Liquidity Pancake locked in a contract. You've got a ton of holders. Holy cow. There's a lot of people holding this. It's like 200 people. What is this? Protein. I love protein. Y'all seen that? I think it's like a Taco Bell commercial. The big bodybuilders. So where is my protein? There it is. There's protein. Let's look at this one. Protein. Oh, looky here. This has some good potential. So we've got buys and sells. So far they haven't pulled the rug. It's a good start. We've got the holders. Let's look at the contract. Let's see what we got going on here. So here's our contract. Let's see how it looks a little bit different. It's an actual source code. So one thing you want to look for in here, I'm sure other people have already done this, otherwise you wouldn't have so many holders, is search for the word mint. Supply mechanism has to be added. For generic mechanisms, see mint or pause. Function mint. They have a mint function. I don't really like mint functions. A mint function means that the developer can create more token. Mint to the 0 address. Wait, mint to the 0 address. Huh. So you got to read this through, see what they're talking about here. Yeah, I'm not the best with reading code too quickly, so what I might do on this one is actually go into the Telegram and see if other people are talking about this. See if a Telegram has been created. Check Reddit too, see if anyone's talking about this on Reddit, because this one has some potential. It's kind of interesting that you've got a lot of transactions going on, so other people think it has potential. Otherwise, you wouldn't be having this kind of movement. And these aren't small transactions. We're starting to get some big ones. This guy just spent $5,000. This one just bought and sold. I don't know if that's the same person or not. You can look in there and look at the transactions, look at them in detail. But there's some cool stuff you can do on Poocoin's app. The market cap is 100 million. That's really high for a brand new token. That kind of reduces the point of buying a brand new token. One of the biggest point of buying a brand new token is to get in before the market cap is anywhere near that, so that you can get, a potential for some stupid X amount, like, 100,000X or something insane. But this one has already gone 0.8. It's already had a 10X run. Yeah, so anyways, check out this site. You can kind of play with them. So here's one to maybe research a little further, see what you got going on with that. So let's see what else we got. We got this one, Baby Steak. That was one I said is probably a scam. Protein. Let's see what this coring one is. This one, so this liquidity isn't locked. So you got the Pancake Swap, so Chorian. So I'll show you something too. Where'd that one go? Chorian. The only problem with opening a bunch of tabs is whenever you find one that's interesting, you can search it though. You can go up here to the contract, copy the address, and then go up to the top of KuCoin and just go in here and just search it right here. And so we'll grab it here. So here we got our chart. We can see what's going on. So this is all buys. Just a little bit nerve-wracking. Market cap super small, see the difference. It's only a $5,000 market cap. But now, so when you look at the contract, let's take a look at the contract. So there's no mint function in this, which is good. But this is one that makes me nervous because of the fact that this isn't in a contract. This is not locked liquidity. They could just pull this if they wanted to. So you want them locked. So like this one, notice how there's a contract on it. Although it's a very small amount, but there's a contract on this address. This may be another liquidity pool. But you can look into those to see where they are. You can see where they've locked it. But that's a whole other video. So this is real basic stuff, guys. I just wanted to show you where you go to find this stuff, like how you find the brand new tokens, and what to look for. Just there's different rug pull bots that will check for stuff. I would definitely check Telegram, see if people are talking about it, and Reddit, see if anyone's talking about it already. Sometimes they'll talk about it before it's released, especially on like Reddit, even Telegram. And so you might be able to see if they've been talking about it for a while. Then you've got the vetted tokens that Poocoin is already vetted. So like some of these, they're not new, but just because they're not new doesn't mean you can't get a bad deal on it. And so you can zoom out and see what's going on with this one. Like this one is not new, but the current price is kind of what it was when it was new. It went up like crazy town, and then it's been cruising ever since. So you know, it's at least it's vetted. You know it's a real coin. Now you've got ads all over Poocoin. That doesn't mean they're real. That just means these people gave money to Poocoin. I mean, Poocoin is a for-profit website, so you know they're gonna have ads, and so just be careful of that. That doesn't mean they're real. But you know, take a look, see if you got any hot ones. I'm curious if you see any. It's real hard to keep track of it all, and it's almost like a full-time job to go through them all and find one that looks, you know, not a scam. But if you bought in a little bit on anything you thought was not a scam, and maybe only 9 out of 10 of them instead of 99% of them were scams, and 10% aren't scams, those 10% should make up for the 9 that you've messed up on. But you'll get better at it too. The more you mess up, try to look and see if there were any signs that you missed, and that way you won't miss that sign next time, and you'll be able to catch it and not just lose your money on something stupid like that. But I've caught a few lucky ones, and most of mine, even the ones that I vet, end up being scams anyway. But you don't put much on them, and the ones that you catch correctly are going to go up quite a lot, so they'll make up for it. Happy trading, good luck. Let me know your thoughts, and hit the little subscribe button or smash it freaking hard for all I care. And give me some love.